Hola a todos. Espero que se encuentren muy bien. I hope today you are okay. Everyone in your family it's safe. So today we're gonna focus on our first actividad comunicativa. So there are two of these type of activities planned for this course. The main purpose of these activities is to help you improve your oral skills. If you have a chance to take a look at the course outline, in the evaluation breakdown, you will see that there are two of these communicative activities, one after Unit 3 and then the other at the end of the course. So each of these activities is 7.5% of the total weight of this course. The idea originally was to work on these activities in class because I had planned for you to practice and interact with others so you could improve your communication skills. But in this case, you're gonna work on yourself. But I hope that in any case, it's gonna be very helpful for you. So let's start the activity. You may want to pause the video through all the activities. So I will let you know when you need to pause the video for you to work on your own and then continue watching the video. Okay, so let's start with the first activities. So the name of this activity is called Dictogloss. So as its name says, it's actually a very similar activity to a dictation, but it helps you, it actually tackles other language skills. It helps you improve your grammar skills, your vocabulary, your listening skills, and of course your speaking skill. Muy bien, so nos preparamos para escuchar. Activity number 1. En un minuto, escribe tantos nombres de carreras profesionales o profesiones como recuerdes. So if you can pause the video and take a minute to write down as many professions as you could remember in Spanish. Okay, this will help you kind of revisit vocabulary that we learned in our first unit. So pause the video and write some names of professions. Okay, so let's continue with the following activity. Answer the following question. ¿Qué tiempo verbal utilizamos en español para indicar hábitos y o rutinas? So you may want to compare these with what you do actually in English. Can you think about the tense that you use in English to express routines and habits, something that happens regularly? Okay, so the answer for this question is el presente indicativo, which is the present simple. Okay, so basically when we talk about habits and routines, we just need to use the present tense in Spanish. Okay, so far you know how to conjugate regular verbs that end in AR, ER, IR, and also some irregular verbs such as ser, estar, tener, ir. Okay, so those regular verbs, you already know how to conjugate it in the present tense. Let's see some examples so you can take a look of how the present simple or presente indicativo helps you express habits or routines. So, ejemplo número 1, ellos trabajan todos los días. So you can see that the verb trabajar, it's conjugated with the third person ellos in Spanish, so trabajan. Okay, so that's the present tense. Todos los días means every day. So you can say that this is a habit or this is a routine, something that happens every day. One more example. Nosotros jugamos fútbol los fines de semana. Can you notice where is the verb in this sentence? Okay, so the verb is jugamos. What's the infinitive form for jugamos? Jugar. Okay, so it's conjugated with nosotros, the first person in plural. Okay, so we play football or soccer los fines de semana, so on the weekend. So again, we could say this is a habit or a routine. One more example. Yo estudio francés 2 veces por semana. What is the verb in this sentence? Estudio. What's infinitive form for estudio? Estudiar. Okay, so it's conjugated with the first person, yo. And then 2 veces por semana, which means twice a week. Again, we have a habit or a routine, something that happens regularly. So you could express like once a week, once a month, once a year, every 2 days. So routines, habits, something repeatedly, you will need to express it with the present simple in Spanish. Okay, so in this case, so let's do a quick practice conjugating the following verbs with the present tense and only using the first person. What's the first person in Spanish? Yo. Okay, so we have the verb llamarse, which means my name is, tener, to have, ser, to be, desayunar, to have breakfast, caminar, to walk, entrar, to enter, salir, to go out, quedar. It might have different meanings in Spanish. Sometimes it means like to arrange a meeting. Sometimes it means to hang out with friends. Bailar, to dance. Estudiar, to study. Odiar means to hate something. And cenar, to have dinner. Okay, so please pause the video and conjugate these verbs in the present tense with the first person in Spanish. If you're ready, now please compare your conjugation. You might notice that there are a couple irregular verbs in that list of verbs. So let's see. The verb llamarse, me llamo. Tener, tengo. Ser, soy. Desayunar, desayuno. Caminar, camino. Entrar, entro. Salir, salgo. Quedar, quedo. Do you notice that salgo it's also an irregular verb, the same as tener and soy? Bailar, bailo. Estudiar, odio, estudio. Odiar, odio. Y cenar, ceno. Vamos a nuestra actividad número 2. Let's go to our second activity. Escucha el texto completo. Escucha la lectura del texto a una velocidad normal. No escribas nada ni trates de entender todas las palabras. So we want to start listening to the text I will be reading out loud. I will read in a normal way. But for this activity, you don't have to write down anything and you don't need to understand every single word. So just kind of get the main idea of the text. If you don't know the meaning of any words, don't worry, just leave them alone. And the question is, ¿cuál es el tema principal del texto? So what's the main idea of this text? So if you're ready, here we go. Hola, me llamo Rodolfo y soy de Argentina. Tengo 21 años, soy publicista y trabajo en Madrid. Vivo en un piso con mi novia. Odio limpiar y cocinar. Mi pasión es el cine. Estudio inglés y alemán. No soy muy ordenado. Hablo con toda la gente y hablo mucho por el celular. ¿Y tú? Okay, listos. So what's the main idea of this text? So basically, there is a person introducing himself. He's giving some information about where he lives, what does he do, what does he like, and what he doesn't like. Okay, now let's go to our third activity. Escucha nuevamente y toma notas. Okay, so listen again and you have to take notes. Let's read instructions before listening to the text again. So, escucha la lectura a una velocidad normal y toma nota de palabras clave. So, in this case, you will hear again me reading the text at the same speed, but you have to take notes this time. But only try to write down keywords. Don't write any single word. Okay, it's not a dictate. You just have to kind of pick up any keywords. Si es necesario, escucha el texto una vez más. So I will read the text one more time, or you can just repeat the audio. Okay, so here we go. If you're ready, where to take notes. Hola, me llamo Rodolfo y soy de Argentina. Tengo 21 años, soy publicista y trabajo en Madrid. Vivo en un piso con mi novia. Odio limpiar y cocinar. Mi pasión es el cine. Estudio inglés y alemán. No soy muy ordenado. Hablo con toda la gente y hablo mucho por el celular. ¿Y tú? So I will read the text one more time. Hola, me llamo Rodolfo y soy de Argentina. Tengo 21 años, soy publicista y trabajo en Madrid. Vivo en un piso con mi novia. Odio limpiar y cocinar. Mi pasión es el cine. Estudio inglés y alemán. No soy muy ordenado. Hablo con toda la gente y hablo mucho por el celular. ¿Y tú? Okay, now that you had a chance to write down keywords, let's go to the fourth step, reconstrucción del texto. So in this step, you need to rebuild what you hear, okay? It doesn't have to be the same exact text, but it has to be as close as possible to the original, okay? So ideally, this activity has to be done with partners, with other classmates, so you can share your ideas and what you wrote. Okay, so trabaja para reconstruir un texto aproximado al texto al original. No tiene que ser idéntico al original. So try to rebuild the text. It doesn't have to be the same. Presta atención a los aspectos gramaticales de deletreo y de vocabulario. So with the keywords that you have taken notes, you can try to rebuild the original text. You may want to think about how this person is introducing, how he express his age, where does he live, what does he do, what does he like and doesn't like. Okay, so you may want to pause the video and try to rebuild this text as close as possible to the original. Okay. Now, if you have a chance to compare your text with a classmate, it could be great. If it's not possible, I will show you the original text in a minute. So if you could compare with someone else, that will help you improve your grammar skills. And then correct if it's necessary. Now let's go to our step number 5, compara con el original. In this step, you need to compare your text with the original version of the text. So let's compare this. So, hola, me llamo Rodolfo y soy de Argentina. Tengo 21 años, soy publicista y trabajo en Madrid. Vivo en un piso con mi novia. Odio limpiar y cocinar. Mi pasión es el cine. Estudio inglés y alemán. No soy muy ordenado, hablo con toda la gente y hablo mucho por el celular. ¿Y tú? Muy bien, vamos al paso número 6. Practica shadowing. So let's go to the last step of this activity. practice shadowing. So, practica la pronunciación por segmentos, frases y oraciones, no por palabras individuales. So again, please pause the video and you will practice pronouncing sentences and fragments in this text, okay? So don't try to practice every single word. Instead, try to practice pronouncing the whole sentence. For instance, when you say, Hola, me llamo Rodolfo y soy de Argentina. Instead of saying, Hola, me llamo Rodolfo. Okay? So try to practice these segments or sentences of the text. Pause the video when you feel that you have mastered the pronunciation of this text. You will practice shadowing. So you will hear me reading aloud the text again, and you have to read as fast as possible doing shadow. Okay, so trying to say in what you're reading at the same speed as I'm doing it. Okay, so pause the video, practice your pronunciation, and when you're ready, let's do the shadowing. Okay, so I guess you're ready. Let's start with the shadowing. Hola, me llamo Rodolfo y soy de Argentina. Tengo 21 años, soy publicista y trabajo en Madrid. Vivo en un piso con mi novia. Odio limpiar y cocinar. Mi pasión es el cine. Estudio inglés y alemán. No soy muy ordenado. Hablo con toda la gente y hablo mucho por el celular. ¿Y tú? Okay, if you couldn't kind of follow me in my reading, so you can just pause the video, go back again, and try to practice that until you have mastered this pronunciation. Okay, so what do you need to upload to CLearn? So you will need to repeat the process with other two paragraphs. I will read two texts. One is about Alberto and the other is about Alejandro. So it's quite similar. They are introducing themselves, talking about what they do, what they like, and they don't like. Okay, so try to repeat the same process as what you did with Rodolfo. So when you're listening to the recording, try to take notes of keywords and then try to rebuild the text. If you have a chance to compare with someone else, it would be great, because for this time you won't be able to see the original text, and then you have to submit your audio recording. Okay, so please, if you have a chance to connect with someone else, so you can compare your writing and then upload your audio. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start reading aloud what Alberto says. So when you're ready, take notes. Here we go. Alberto. Hola chicos, me llamo Alberto García. Soy catalán de Barcelona. Tengo 30 años. Sí, creo que ya soy un poco viejo. Todavía soy estudiante. Estudio inglés en la universidad. Leo, monto en bici, escucho música todo el día, paseo, practico el tenis y el voleibol, cocino muy bien. Mi música favorita es el heavy. Hasta luego. Okay, now you will listen to Alejandro. Here we go. Hola desde Oaxaca, México. Me llamo Alejandro y tengo 19 años. Estudio diseño gráfico y hablo inglés. Si no estudio, veo la tele, leo cómics, manga y libros de ciencia ficción. Veo también muchas películas de terror. Toco la batería y tengo un hámster. Se llama Wi-Fi. Bueno, hasta pronto. Okay, chicos, so this is the end of this communicative activity. If you have any questions, please email me. So good luck with this, and talk to you soon.